This is my house. His name's Roofy, and he costs me $900 a month. And in this video, I'm going to a bunch of video game stores just like this one to see if I can find underpriced games to sell on eBay and Amazon and work up to that $900 mark to pay off my mortgage for the month. Well folks, it was at this point that guess what? My GoPro audio cut out. But thanks to the wonders of technology, I can come to you now through some voiceover action here. I'm just looking at some GameCube games and trying to find some complete ones that have decent prices because those go for great numbers for me on Amazon. I did end up finding a couple that worked with my margins. Then I came over to the other case and was super excited when I saw this pink and white 3D SXL. Because this is actually a fairly rare variant and does great on Amazon. So for $100, I went ahead and picked it up. Then I saw this Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon dual pack. At $100, the comps looked good at the time, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna end up breaking even on that one. The 3DS, however, did end up selling for over $200 after fees for me, so that was fantastic. All told, I think I estimated $225 in expected profit from this stop, which ended up being about right. By the way, folks, what all this is leading up to is gonna be our last stop of the day, Super Mega Replay, which I've only been to once before, but is an absolute video game honey hole. Meanwhile, let's hit into stop number 2, Evansville Toys and Games. Can I take a look at the double dash there? I think I will go ahead and do this one, probably pass on this. Folks, as you guys can see, the selection in this store is absolutely incredible. I mean, also the Pokemon card singles are crazy. Can't remember the last time I saw this many vintage packs in one place. But of course, what we're looking for is mostly the video games. This is one I definitely don't see too much. Wu-Tang, Shaolin. Oh, dang. 30 seems like a decent deal on that. Yeah, check that out, folks. Lowest listing is 69, lowest FBA is 100. This one I actually sold recently, brought around 22 after fees, so that'll be a buy. One interesting thing about this location is they have these PlayStation 2 style artworks for PS1 games, which I really haven't seen before. This is crazy too. Some of these shelves are actually stacked too deep. Look at this. There's just a bunch of PSP chilling back there. I thought that this iPad might be worth something since it is sealed, but looks like it would only be $9 after fees. And you guys already know, you can find me up in the GameCube section. I already found a solid one here. $25 for NFL Street. I can feel it's complete. And the lowest copy on Amazon in this condition, $60. It's not one that you run across every day. So folks ended up scoring a crazy gem there at the last minute, and also the folks in there were just super cool. If you're in the Evansville, Indiana area, definitely come and check them out. Their selection was fantastic. So rapid fire here, folks. I should be able to make in the neighborhood of $15, $7, $10, $10, $20, and then this Godzilla here is a little bit of a wild card, but I think conservatively I should be able to make $40 on it on Amazon, giving us $105 in expected profit from this stop, or $330 in total. Oh.
Oh, it's so good. Chipotle. Seriously, please sponsor me. What is it gonna take? I'm already promoting you so much. You might as well pay me to do it. Seriously, I know you have the money. Just give it to me.
Well folks, I just pulled up to my third stop and unfortunately it has started to rain. You can tell it definitely is raining because when I stick my head out the window like this, it comes back pretty wet. By the way, Secret Headquarters, super cool name for a video game store. I would tell you guys where it is, but it's a secret. Oh my gosh. Pokemon Catch arcade cabinet. Would you even call this an arcade cabinet? It's like a manual pachinko kind of arcade game. This is insane. And Pikachu's over here. Oh my gosh, folks, there is no way I'm not playing this thing. Okay, catch more than 20 balls. I'm guessing you can control Pikachu with this Pokeball here. Okay, so I went to the front to get some quarters, and she did inform me that the high score here is 36, and apparently there's a special prize if you get that. Oh, here we go. Okay, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14, 15, 16, and that's a prize. Shoot, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Oh, that's pretty good, honestly. 23. Oh, look at, there we go. Oh, there's 2 of them in there. Look at that. Literally the best 50 cents I have ever spent. But much more importantly here is their video game selection. They've definitely got a solid number of games and like full cabinets full of games over here. A solid number of handhelds as well, which obviously I love to see. One thing I'm seeing right off the bat, you guys know I always look at the GameCube games. Sorry, it looks very blue in here on camera. Is Mario Party 6 for $75. My last one sold for $130 on Amazon, so that should be an easy like $30 to $40 profit.
Money!
So I just looked up this purple 2DS XL right there on Amazon. Apparently there are almost no FBA listings, so the lowest would be $350 after fees. I don't think it's gonna go for that much, but it should be at least a solid $40 profit. There's another one that's a little underpriced. Punch Out in there is $30. That one's gone up in price recently. I should be able to get $45, maybe $40 after fees for it. If it's complete, that is. That price only applies if it has the manual, and actually the same goes for this Mario Party 6. I forgot to say that earlier. Well, folks, unfortunately we did check out both of those games. Both of them were missing the manual, but we did ultimately pick up this good old 2DS, which should be, it was like $190 after tax. So we're probably looking at like 30 bucks profit or so. And of course, who could forget the most iconic duo to ever exist, this absolutely janky Scyther and Electabuzz. Try not to let this guy haunt your dreams, kids. Which leaves us at $360 so far to pay off Rufy's mortgage for the month. I really should have picked a better name for that house. Well, folks, not the hugest selection in there. Was able to cherry pick one little gem though. Got Castlevania Adventure on the Game Boy for 12 bucks, which is a really solid price. I should be able to double my money on this guy, putting our total profit for the day going into our last stop at $372, which is definitely unfortunate because I really don't want to have to sell Rufy.
After it was banned in the U.S., Rufy's largely disappeared, but in tonight's Justice Files report, ABC4's Marcos Ortiz shows us how it's making a comeback.
Well, folks, we have finally made it. Super mega replay, and we only have $528 in profit to go, so I'm feeling very optimistic. Folks, this right here is the case for me. It looks like they've got a good amount of like sealed titles over here, although it does seem like they've priced them as sealed. And then over here they've got a bunch of like mid to high-end GameCube titles. Dang, 3 copies of Strikers, 95 a piece. A little pricey for me. Mario Kart for 75. That one's not the bonus disc version though, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that. May have to double check the price on that NCAA football though. That's not too bad for 65. Also, Amiibos can sometimes do well on Amazon. The Skylander Graveyard. Rest in peace, my friends. So I don't love buying loose games, but this World Championships Reverse of Arcadia Yu-Gi-Oh! For 12 bucks. Even loose is a really solid deal. Should be able to get in the 30 range for that. Got some Kingdom Hearts action. That actually might not be too bad. Kirby. Wait, what in the world? 17 bucks? I feel like this is super cheap. I'm gonna have to look it up to see. Yeah, lowest copy here is 48. We're probably looking at like 35 to 40 after fees for this bad boy. Just found another one. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions should go for 22 after fees. It's 8 bucks. We've got Professor Layton Miracle Mask for 25 or Professor Layton Miracle Mask for 30. Which would you choose? Pretty cool. They actually have a small Vita section here as well. That seems like a pretty solid deal on that. I'll have to check that. Ninja Gaiden, we'll see. Most Wanted, I feel like 15 is really cheap for Mortal Kombat, so we'll definitely check that as well. Honestly, I'm just gonna scan all these. Honestly, these 3 are all really solid deals, so we're gonna go ahead and pick them up. Like, look at this. I can hardly believe this. $3 for a complete Transformers PSP game. Should pretty safely get $9 after fees, so I mean, it's not paying off Rufy on its own, but I mean, I'm gonna pick it up. Also gonna go ahead and pick up Tekken, Gran Turismo, and Tekken. So folks, I just found these stacks over here, and I don't think they've been stickered, but I don't think most of them have been put out on the floor yet, which is kind of cool to be able to go through. Oh my gosh, look at that. $100+ 3DS game. That's crazy. Another yokai. Apparently this was a yokai and Mario fan. Oh my gosh, 150. That is crazy. You never see these two. This Wii Party in the stack here, is that available? Great. I figured since it was up at, I have these that I found already. Can I pass these off? And that'd be great. Thank you. Well, folks, that was awesome. Big shout out to Adam for helping us out, filling me in a little bit on what the back-end system is. Apparently all of this is just inventory that is just getting processed now. We were able to pick up that Wii Party for $20, which is a solid deal. And I was also taking a look at these handhelds over here. The one that caught my eye most was this DS Lite white down here for $44. Honestly, a pretty solid deal. I think I will definitely pick it up if I can remember to mention it at checkout. Oh, folks, this is crazy. We've caught the PS Vita restock. I saw someone earlier walking around with a cart filling stuff back up, and I saw there were a bunch of Vita games on there, so we've got a whole bunch more to go through now. And folks, we were indeed successful. Well folks, Super Mega Replay ended up being a super mega stop. Ended up getting probably like 20 games or something, and a viewer who was behind me in line ended up giving me one of his coupons and saved like $60. I don't think I caught your name. Seriously, shout out to you, man. That meant a ton. Thank you so much. So folks, here is our whole haul from the stop. I like how early on I said that I don't like buying incomplete games, and like, so I don't love buying loose games. At least half of the stuff that we ended up getting was actually game only, so that's a little unfortunate. We spent $266, and there were some fantastic deals in here. I mean, $3 for Transformers, $2 for a PS3 camera, that should bring like 8, $20 for Wii Party is like a $40 game, and these PS3 shooting accessories actually go for like $20+. Well folks, I just did the final tally, and our expected profit for the whole day came out to $623.
You didn't win the prize?
No.
You know what that means?
No. What?
It means you have no skills and you're a loser!
Which means we did not meet our $900 goal, which means I won't be able to pay the mortgage this month, which means we're gonna have to sell Rufy, which means that opportunity isn't actually everywhere, which means that, I hate to say this, but kids, you should give up on your dreams.